the places that I've been, like I said, to get to these places, the real estate is really not what you could call, they probably have an ocean, view, but to get there, it takes, 1,001 steps. Immediately after the earthquake, MCC sent a lot of structural engineers here to inspect buildings, for our partners, schools, hospitals, churches, orphanages, and I was lucky to be part of that team that came in March.
MCC is reaching out to Haitian builders by teaching more earthquake-resistant construction techniques through workshops and rebuilding projects. James Mwangi of Paso Robles, California, decided to return to Haiti for a year after his short-term stay inspecting buildings in the wake of the earthquake. He is using his experience and knowledge as a structural engineer and professor at California Polytechnic University to lead building workshops and advise and coordinate with masons as they repair and rebuild Haitian homes.
Look at how dangerous this thing is. This thing can come down any time. Even any day, even a strong wind will bring this building down now. Even not an earthquake. So this is normal here for these homes that we are going to look at, because these are the disabled people. So in the beginning they were already marginalized economically. So they built in the cheapest places, which are very hard to get to. He needs to come and cut this when he removes the wall, because that footing, he needs to put a beam all the way at the bottom. We told him that. If you drive around this country or you Google, even if you Google a satellite map, what you are not going to see is a lot of trees here. In North America, we are used to, I'm from California, so a lot of our homes in California, because of high seismicity, we built them very light. So we use wood construction, because that way they are very light, and earthquakes, we are able to detail them, anchor them down, and they are structurally safe. Here, this would be great if they had timber here. Unfortunately, they don't have lumber here. They don't have trees here. What we are trying to encourage is use the same material that they have here, but make it better, make it better quality. In North America, we have about 8 different types of cements that we use for different constructions. There's type 1, there's type 2, there's type 3, and every one of these is basically blended so that it is for a particular purpose. In Haiti, you get one type of cement for everything. We are trying not to import any material, but we are trying to use everything that is available here and see if we can get a better product.
James has trained over 150 engineers and masons in hazard-resistant construction and building practices during week-long workshops, as well as participated in a planning project for a new Haitian school of engineering.
So when we talk in our workshop and we say, look at this, how can you build it better so that you save lives? It hits home. These people know exactly what we are talking about.
What I heard them talking about were the cracks in the walls of the house. Then they talked about the columns, all of that. They talked about the amount to use, then about the cement to lay down the bricks, then they talked about the water to mix the cement. Engineer James talked about all that as well, and he gave us, everything that was said in the training we'll put into practice.
They don't need a manual. They can see it with their eyes. So, and that I think is where MCC comes in, because right now, sometimes like they say, you can solve a problem during crisis. And if you can do that, there's a big problem here. Building codes, building standards, building materials. If you can solve that now when everybody is aware of it and set a goal that, okay, we can start a training program here that is sustainable, I think that will go a long, long way. And I think MCC stands a very good chance of doing that with what we are trying to do here.
Ismael Prantom and his family were forced to move to a tent camp after their home was badly damaged in the earthquake. MCC worked with 3 partner organizations to help restore the homes of families like the Prantoms.
I was in the house during the earthquake. The walls trembled and one fell down. We didn't have support for 30 hours, and that's why we had to go to the camp.
Through James's workshops, masons were offered jobs to rebuild or repair these homes. This was a test project to repair 30 homes in 30 days.
Some of these homes you have, 9 people living in 2 or 3 bedrooms, or not just bedroom, but a 2-room house. You have, 6 to 8 people, 9 people. And in Haiti, the way it also works is such that even if this home is repaired, it's not just that family that is going to come from the camp. There is this extended family that if you have some shelter, all your relatives are going to come and occupy that shelter. So by us repairing even 2 rooms for one family, we might bring 3 or 4 families out of the camps. So it's going to go a long, long way.
Before the earthquake, we had jobs and were working. Now, after the earthquake, we don't have jobs, but we're still alive and living together as a family. The best thing MCC has done for us is to repair the house so we can come back here.
Earthquakes are going to be here to stay. Cyclones are going to be here to stay. We have seen by neglecting all this education, having these contractors just do whatever they would need to do, having the government not have any control of building codes, we have seen what would happen. It happened here.
I mean, it's been incredibly challenging for everyone. We're always conscious of that we can only do what we can do. But we're trying to do that well, and we're trying to do that in a way that respects our principles and the wishes and the principles of our Haitian partners, who I like to think that it's their voices and their vision that guide what we're doing here.
Thank you for your generosity in this difficult situation. Ongoing work that will continue into next year includes building of homes, support of small businesses, short-term job creation, community development, and advocating for responsible national and international intervention. We encourage all who have given to MCC's earthquake response to stay engaged in our efforts by checking the MCC website or Facebook page.